The sun rose over Njoro, painting the savannah in golden hues. The village, still healing from recent attacks, slowly returned to normal. But peace, as always, was fragile. On this day, a stranger arrived, a man of wealth, charm, and promises.
The silent force, justice rides on a fearless horse. Darkness falls, but hope will rise under the stars of the endless skies.
His name was Babu, a merchant dressed in fine robes, his fingers heavy with golden rings. He spoke of prosperity, of riches untold, his carts brimming with exotic goods, silks that shimmered like water, spices rich with unfamiliar scents, and jewelry that gleamed in the sunlight. The people, weary from hardship, gathered around him, their eyes filled with hope. But not all were taken in by his words. Watching from afar was Kwame, the humble farmer by day, the unseen guardian by night, the shadow. Something about the merchant felt wrong. As night fell, the shadow moved unseen through the village, a silent figure against the darkness. He had heard whispers, rumors that Babu was hiding something. And so, cloaked in the veil of night, he crept toward the merchant's camp. Near the largest tent, he crouched low, blending into the shadows. Inside, voices spoke in hushed, urgent tones. "The artifacts are hidden, Babu," growled a rough voice. "We smuggled them out of the sacred caves." The villagers suspect nothing. The shadow's eyes narrowed. Sacred artifacts, stolen from the ancestors of Njoro. This merchant was no traitor. He was a thief. Before dawn, the shadow struck. Moving like a whisper, he wove through the merchant's camp, cutting ropes, overturning crates. The sound of wood splintering and supplies tumbling roused the sleeping men. Bandits scrambled for their weapons, confusion thick in the air. Then, from the largest tent, Babu emerged, his face twisted in fury. "Who dares challenge me?" he bellowed. A voice answered from the darkness, calm and unwavering. "You have stolen from Njoro. Justice comes for you, Babu." The guards lunged, blades flashing in the firelight. But the shadow was faster. He twisted, dodged, struck, silent and precise, a phantom in the night. One by one, the bandits fell, groaning as their weapons clattered to the ground. Seeing his men defeated, Babu turned and ran. Through the village, past the river, the shadow pursued. Babu's fine robes tore on thorns. His breath came in ragged gasps, but still, he ran. At last, the chase ended at the edge of a cliff overlooking the endless savannah. Babu turned, his face pale, his chest heaving. "Please," he begged, "I can pay you. Gold, silver, name your price." The shadow stepped closer, his masked face unreadable. "Njoro is not for sale." With a swift strike, he disarmed the merchant, sending him tumbling to the ground. The first light of dawn painted the sky in shades of fire and gold. By morning, the villagers gathered. The truth was revealed. Babu and his men had deceived them, stolen from their sacred lands. Their betrayal would not be forgiven. The artifacts were returned to their rightful place, and the merchant was banished, his name forever cursed in the land he sought to exploit. Among the villagers stood Kwame, silent as ever, his duty fulfilled. But he knew the peace would not last. Shadows still lurked beyond the savannah, and as long as darkness threatened Joro, he would rise again. The savannah sleeps, but the warrior does not. For in the heart of Joro, justice wears a mask. He is the shadow.
Footsteps vanish in the sand, a guiding hand to protect this land.